This is CTC News with Wesley Qatar, broadcasting from Sint-Eustatius, Dutch Caribbean. Sponsored by Utel NV, Kodo's Purchasing Services, and Duggins Shopping Center.
It's Monday, February 18, 2013 on the Golden Rock. Good evening, I am Wesley Qatar and this is CTC News broadcasting live from CTC Studios at Eustatius Mall. In tonight's local news, Wilbert Stolter meets youth affairs officials. Station government offers helping hand to NGOs. Details in local news after the break.
In everything we do, there is a risk, and many times our eyes are caught up on the prize. But even though there are risks, there are many ways we can protect ourselves. Be wise with the choices you make. Be smart and protect your choices. Protect yourself.
Oh my yeah, I'll be there, girl, you know I care, girl, 'cause it's love that we share. I will steer it in the right direction, don't have no fear. Oh my yeah, I'll be there, girl, you know I care, girl, 'cause I care.
Dear Utel Internet subscribers, in connection with the fiber optic submarine cable project, Utel would like all of its broadband customers to experience higher speed internet access. Therefore, Utel will be testing the throughput on the telephone lines for 2 months. As of the beginning of February 2013, all DSL subscribers have been upgraded to 2 MB. Unfortunately, subscribers on the wireless system will not be able to benefit from this upgrade as yet due to problems being encountered with the wireless system. New wireless equipment has been ordered, and as soon as it arrives and is installed, wireless subscribers will also be upgraded. On behalf of management of Utel NV.
CTC News, sponsored by Utel NV, Kodo's Purchasing Services, and Duggins Shopping Center.
Dutch government representative Wilbert Stolter met with representatives of various stakeholders in youth affairs in Sint-Eustatius on Friday. Purpose of the meeting was to inform Stolter about the cooperation which has been established among stakeholders in youth affairs. Present at the meeting were representatives of the Public Health Department, Government Service Caribbean Netherlands RCN, Women's Desk, Court of Guardianship, Police, Expertise Center for Education Care, and Welfare Department. Stolter visited Statia and Seba as part of his regular consultations with local authorities from Thursday, February 14th until Tuesday, February 19th. Commissioner Snake offered a helping hand to non-governmental organizations in Sint-Eustatius with requesting subsidy in a proper manner. Commissioner Snake explained that all foundations that receive government subsidies and are not able to file their requests properly may be at risk of losing government's contributions. A new policy on government subsidies came into effect on January 1st, 2013. Snake said that as a consequence of this new policy, the island government will provide an expert to assist the various NGOs with filling their subsidy requests for 2014. Sint-Eustatius National Parks, Stenapa, Sint-Eustatius Historical Foundation, and the Public Library are among the organizations receiving contributions from government. Snake said that the subsidy requests for foundations for 2014 are due by April. He expects at least 9 to 10 foundations to submit requests. The salaries of the employees are not to be paid from government coffers, the commissioner stated. Snake also said that cleaning up the list of government's debtors and creditors has led to a reduction of the 2011 deficit to $500,000. Without releasing any details, the commissioner said that the accountant's report on the road fund was very critical. He said the report has to be discussed with the Island Council first. At a later date, the report will be available to the public, he said. Speaking about the combined meeting with the Ministry of Health together with SABR's Commissioner of Health, Bruce Agers, SNAIC said they had both submitted their objections to the cuts in the healthcare package. This did not lead to a positive agreement, said SNAIC, who added that SABR and Stacia have drafted a letter with points of concern. Questioned about the status of civil servants that have been loaned out to foundations, he explained that these employees can return to the civil service if they choose to do so. SNAIC said that Stacia, SABR and Bonaire have drafted a 17-item agenda to submit to the Minister of Home Affairs and Kingdom Relations, Ronald Plasterk, during next month's Best Week. He said he could not elaborate because the agenda needed to be submitted to the Island Council first. He said that the Planning Bureau and Public Works have received funding to do some road upgrading in the vicinity of Queen Beatrix Medical Center. The work will be carried out by local contractors. Up next in regional news, Barbados government official calls for more climate change funding. MP Harris says unity government is the way to go. More details in regional news after a short break.
In everything we do, there is a risk, and many times our eyes are caught up on the prize. But even though there are risks, there are many ways we can protect ourselves. Be wise with the choices you make. Be smart and protect your choices. Protect yourself.
Oh my yeah, I'll be there, girl, you know I care, girl, 'cause it's love that we share. I will steer it in the right direction, though I have no fear. Oh my yeah, I'll be there, girl, you know I care, girl, 'cause I care.
Dear UTEL Internet subscribers, in connection with the fiber optic submarine cable project, UTEL would like all of its broadband customers to experience higher speed internet access. Therefore, UTEL will be testing the throughput on the telephone lines for 2 months. As of the beginning of February 2013, all DSL subscribers have been upgraded to 2 MB. Unfortunately, subscribers on the wireless system will not be able to benefit from this upgrade as yet due to problems being encountered with the wireless system. New wireless equipment has been ordered, and as soon as it arrives and is installed, wireless subscribers will also be upgraded. On behalf of management of UTEL NV.
CTC News, sponsored by UTEL NV, Kodo's Purchasing Services, and Dugging's Shopping Center.
Welcome back. Tonight in regional news, a senior government official in Barbados is making a case for more climate change funding from international agencies at a time when growth and development in the region is threatened by sea level rises, storm surges, and flooding. Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of Finance and Economic Affairs, Jepta Inse, made this observation on Wednesday while addressing a one-day workshop entitled Development and Implementation of a Risk Management Approach to Decision-Making in the Caribbean. The former senator expressed concern about the existing inertia and warned that commitment to funding was needed to slow the pace at which the planet was warming. Given this situation, INSE said Caribbean governments had been proactive in managing the risk associated with climate change despite scarce resources. He added, by engaging in such actions, the Ministries of Finance and Planning and other supporting ministries would be in a position to better allocate their scarce resources and ensure that the national objectives are met, particularly those relating to climate change. INSIS also outlined government's greening initiatives as articulated in the draft Green Economy Scoping Study, whose initial focus is to strengthen sectors such as transportation, tourism, building, agriculture, and fisheries. Therefore, the workshop adds to the ongoing climate effort by introducing another support tool for officials in the relevant ministries to use to make informed decisions, he suggested. The workshop, which was organized by the Caribbean Community Climate Change Center and the United Kingdom-based consultancy agency Acclimatize, is part of Phase 1 of a program that seeks to build resilience to climate change by developing support tools to guide government strategic planners and budgetary decision makers. Given where we are at, unity government seems to me to be the best answer now, and we should set a precedent and give it a chance to work, according to former Government Minister Dr. Honorable Timothy Harris. Speaking with The Observer, Dr. Harris said, in a unity government, several parties are working in the best interests of country, and the narrow political agenda of individuals gets lost in favor of building a better country. Unity governments are usually formed during times of national crisis in countries, and Dr. Harris opined that St. Kitts and Nevis is facing not one but two crises. He explained the unity government construct calls for inclusion of all who are willing and able to come forward to be part of this. In context of St. Kitts and Nevis, we could very well see a unity government comprising elements which were formerly Labour, elements housed under the umbrella of PAM, CCM, and NRP. When asked if he had held talks with MPs from other parties regarding the formation of such a government, he said, everyone was talking about it from school children to corporate executives. He advocated strongly for citizens and residents to forego the partisan political thinking and embrace the possibility of a new form of leadership. What we have tried in the past hasn't worked. It would make no sense to keep trying it. None of us, single-handedly, can get out of it. Dr. Douglas, as leader of the country, must take responsibility in the fiscal and political quagmire, but he alone can't take us out of it. We need all the smart people, whether they are PAM, Labour, CCM, or NRP, to come together to help this country. In international news, reformed UN formula for making planet greener to get final test. A new United Nations plan to involve all nations in marshalling science to fix environmental problems ranging from toxic chemicals to climate change will be put to the test from Monday at talks in Nairobi. The 40-year-old UN Environment Programme will open its annual Governing Council to all the world's almost 200 nations, up from a current group of 58, under reforms aimed at making the world economy greener at a time of weak economic growth. Environment ministers or senior officials from about 150 nations are due to attend out of almost 200 possible worldwide. Until now, UNEP's Governing Council has left out many smaller states from Guyana to Albania. The shift is meant to sharpen world focus on problems such as toxic chemicals, overfishing, and global warming. Getting more countries in the room will not necessarily make reaching agreements easier, but should give UNEP decisions more authority. Steinert said the talks would be a first chance to see how the new approach works. UNEP oversees many scientific studies guiding UN work, such as monitoring climate change or the pace of extinction of animals and plants. Under an agreement last year at the Earth Summit in Rio de Janeiro, UNEP will get a bigger budget. By February 22nd, the plan is that we will have the final steps in implementing the Rio Summit's decision to reform UNEP, Steinert said. The Rio deal fell short of calls by some nations, such as France, to create a completely new UN environmental agency. UNEP has registered some successes, such as the 1987 Montreal Protocol for limiting emissions of gases blamed for thinning the planet's protective ozone layer, or a treaty due to be signed in Japan this October to limit toxic mercury. Climate change has proved far tougher to solve as global emissions of greenhouse gases have continued to rise. China, the United States, and the European Union are top emitters. Governments aim to work out a deal by the end of 2015 to slow global warming and make it effective from the end of 2020. World leaders, including U.S. President Barack Obama, failed to nail down a treaty at a summit in Copenhagen in 2009. On the current trajectory of negotiations, it is not easy to see how by 2015 a new framework agreement will emerge, Steiner said. But some nations have been acting on their own, and extreme events such as a melt of the Arctic sea ice, droughts, floods, and powerful storms have underscored the risk. Up next, your 3-day weather forecast. More details on local weather conditions for the islands of Statia, Saba, and St. Martin as we return from a short break.
Thinking about building your home or business? Well, you can check us out at CT Creativity. Here we can design or take your design and ideas and add our touch of creativity
to architectural drawings and details which will build your future home or business. At CT Creativity, there are two options. Option 1, our basic prints, which includes all floor plans and details with 3D views of the exterior. Option 2, our advanced prints, which includes all floor plans, details, 3D views of the exterior and interior with realistic pictures of the entire property, giving you a direct look into your future. Give us a call at 318-1627 or 318-4664. CT Creativity, where creativity stands out.
In everything we do, there is a risk, and many times our eyes are caught up on the prize. But even though there are risks, there are many ways we can protect ourselves. Be wise with the choices you make. Be smart and protect your choices. Protect yourself.
Oh my yeah, I'll be there, girl, you know I care, girl, cause it's love that we share. I will steer it in the right direction, don't have no fear. Oh my yeah, I'll be there, girl, you know I care, girl, cause I care.
Dear UTEL Internet subscribers, in connection with the fiber optic submarine cable project, UTEL would like all of its broadband customers to experience higher speed internet access. Therefore, UTEL will be testing the throughput on the telephone lines for 2 months. As of the beginning of February 2013, all DSL subscribers have been upgraded to 2 MB. Unfortunately, subscribers on the wireless system will not be able to benefit from this upgrade as yet due to problems being encountered with the wireless system. New wireless equipment has been ordered, and as soon as it arrives and is installed, wireless subscribers will also be upgraded. On behalf of management of UTEL NV.
CTC News, sponsored by UTEL NV, Kodo's Purchasing Services, and Duggins Shopping Center.
And now for your 3-day weather forecast, we'll begin with Station Sabre. Tonight, Monday, February 18th, late showers with temperatures of 82 degrees Fahrenheit, 40% chances of rain with the winds east-northeast at 21 miles per hour. Tomorrow, Tuesday, February 19th, scattered showers with temperatures of 81 degrees Fahrenheit, 40% chances of rain with the winds east at 21 miles per hour. On Wednesday, February 20th, partly cloudy with a temperature of 81 degrees Fahrenheit, 20% chances of rain with winds east at 20 miles per hour. We now move to St. Martin. Tonight, Monday, February 18th, late showers with temperatures of 82 degrees Fahrenheit, 40% chances of rain with winds east at 14 miles per hour. Tomorrow, Tuesday, February 19th, scattered showers with temperatures of 82 degrees Fahrenheit, 40% chances of rain with winds east at 17 miles per hour. Finally, on Wednesday, February 20th, partly cloudy with temperatures of 82 degrees Fahrenheit, 20% chances of rain with the winds east-southeast at 16 miles per hour. That was your 3-day weather forecast for the islands of Statia, Sabre, and St. Martin. Thanks once again for tuning in. This has been another edition of CTC News Live. Join us again on Wednesday as we bring you more local, regional, and international news stories. CTC News airs live 3 times weekly on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 7:30 p.m. Until next time, do have a good one.